and we'll go with more mineral currents. All right. See how long that lasts. I've spent so many streams trying to fix my damn audio settings. I genuinely don't know what to do if it's the camera that goes down. I couldn't begin to figure out what causes that. It's really weird. Yep. As a matter of fact, for right now, I'm gonna move the camera so you guys can see the history forming. Let's move it over here for now. Alright. Just want to make sure I could still see movement. Creating new. We already rejected 6 worlds. I didn't ask for anything crazy. I just said make it big. That wasn't that complicated a thing. Oh, yeah, I forgot I got stream elements just for that. It's a slight delay, but I've got so many damn bots that do different things now. I'm trying to see if I can switch over to doing things on stream elements since it seems to be a bit easy. But, I don't know, there are some features that are missing compared to Streamlabs. But at least their bot tells people when I've refreshed. So that's good. Yep. There are a lot of lakes and minerals. Holy crap. Alright, so I'm gonna see if we can't go for that cliff type of base again, because we never accomplished that. The evil setup is what got us. Do I have my little notebook for notes if I need it? No, I don't know where I put it. It's gone forever. Gone forever, never to be seen. You better not. Oh my god. Before we start the world, I'm going to have it do a check just to see how many freaking lichens there are. Just because I'm so. By the way, the past dimensions. Everyone thinks that the 3 dimensions are length, width, and height, but really they're past, pastor, and pasta. Oh, look at the little man in the river. Hi, little man. And we didn't change the history, so it'll go to what, 250? We're hitting him at a pretty good clip, though. I want to see something. None of the processors are being hit at full, like, there's not a single core that's being maxed. So, shouldn't it be going faster? Go faster, Dwarf Fortress! Well, no, there's one that keeps spiking erratically. I don't know what that one is. And it says... these. Alright. Whatever, just let it go. So, how's everyone's week been? So far, it looks like the camera's doing better. I'll have to tweak that, though. Because the settings I had is I tweaked up some settings so that I could have higher quality things on YouTube. I was trying to get it to record at a higher quality than it was streaming. That's literally it. That's what I just turned off right now. The camera seems to be working correctly again. So, that's a bummer. Also, why has SoundSense died on me? Now I'm gonna let it as long as it always tends to take to let these things go to the year 250. I'm gonna let it go to 250. I realize this is increasing my chance. No, I won't let it go to year 250. About to say, we'll try to get rid of the were creatures, but that's the exact opposite thing that'd be happening. The were creatures are coming from people throwing temper tantrums. So that's not gonna help me at all. This is called the past dimensions. Oh no, it's supposed to hit U, not C. The past dimensions. I can't remember what to call it. So alright, my D&D game ended in a very strange way, but now I got one of the players to DM next, so that's cool. Well, what am I D&D? Yourself? I have been losing my mind over this damn computer. I've been uploading the trials and tribulations a bit to Discord, but I've gotten a new computer to use as a render farm amongst other things, like unnecessarily expensive and beefy computer. And all the past dimensions, all the little things that like you pay extra for to the company were all the things that just were not correct. It was annoying and goofy. Tried to get him to do rush, that meant it took longer. Tried to get him to ship in 3 days, that meant it took 4 days. Asked them to overclock it with professional overclocking. They halved the speed. They had the nerve to tell me, to talk to me like this made fucking sense. The processor on this CPU is a Threadripper, which means between its cores, it uses that AMD technology called Infinity Fabric, which is tied in to the freaking rate of the RAM. So their idea of overclocking was to cut the RAM speed in half. Their excuse was, oh, well, our overclocking only applies to the processor, even though the RAM said it was overclock certified. So they said, well, we overclocked your processor, so of course, because it was unstable, it would lower your RAM speed by half. So I had to sit there and I had to spend like a day and a half training the damn RAM and tweaking settings back up, which was an utter pain. All right, so this is the new region. We're going to rename this the Past Dimensions. Now, admittedly, part of it is my fault. Their system, so the motherboard or the processor is only rated for 3600 megahertz RAM. Their site said 4000 megahertz. They listed it as if you could get 4000 megahertz, and they said professional overclocking certified next to it. So I thought that meant that somehow they found a way to get it better. No, they didn't. So you'd be like, all right, well, if it's only rated for 3600, that meant that's what it's going at. No, it was going at 2133 from 4000 or from 3600. It was running at 2133. And it was just the phone calls I had to keep doing with them, like the arguments. They're like, well, of course. Like that's the thing that got me is they always just sounded like this made sense to anybody. Well, yeah. Our overclocking, what you can't overclock RAM. The fuck are you talking about? Like nobody's ever heard of buying RAM and making it go faster. I got to have some pretty tight timings though. It's not quite 3600 right now. It's 34 something. I don't know why. Just 3600. It never boots. There's still a few more tweaks I need to do to it, but aside from that, I was able to get all the programs over to this new computer. So all the audio programs, OBS, I got them to about the same or correct settings. So I think we're good on all that. Now, drainage, I think could, if I do find, I'm going to say, I'll leave temperature alone. Low rain, high drainage? I can't remember if that's what a waterfall is. And we'll do a search with that first, see what we get. I haven't actually told that little finder to do high drainage in a while. What is high drainage? Did I do the wrong one? Oh, that's just like, no, that's not what I thought at all. All right, hold on. I need to stop that. We don't want drainage. We don't want to specifically look for high drainage. All right, do a search again. Well, that's why I never do drainage. I remember now. Do we have any plans or desires? So, plans or desires? My plan/desire is, in the last base, I had been taunted with the taste of the big mushroom fort, but the nearby evil biome ruined that. So that's my desire right now, is to have a river nearby a big cliff so I can wall off and flood the majority of the map with my base running through the water. Because otherwise, you're never gonna be able to do that easily in an ocean. You're not gonna be able to build a base through the water. So I want to build a central thing, maybe some things sticking off of it, going to different rooms, and then flood the whole damn thing around so that we have a base that is technically floating in the water. This kind of matches a bit the Hanging Garden style thing, which is essentially water manipulation and we're above ground. With the benefit, though, that we're not digging out untold amounts of dirt to create the pit. So basically, I'm trying to create like just a natural pit and then like live in it like we're in an aquarium. Like, I wonder if maybe I could swing it so it's completely encapsulated and we're just in a bubble. I like that idea. I like that idea now I said out loud. I want to surround the base other than the entryway in like a Death Star-like dome and then fill it like we're a damn aquarium. Unless anyone else has a better idea, that's what I'm gonna see if I can go for, is an aquarium base. Now, if I really want to home that in, what I'm going to need to do then is glass. If I really want that to look good, I'm gonna need to do this with glass. I still have it at the same tile set, though I will admit I was debating changing the tile set. Because I think, as nice as a tile set is in Dwarf Fortress, I think somehow that might be why Armok Vision doesn't load. So, but that doesn't sound right to me because it's just reading tile information, but I don't know how it reads it. I don't know. It might be Masterwork. It might be the tile set that makes the Armok Vision not load correctly. Because Armok Vision was rather, this means something. Flexible. Was rather flexible with what it could and could not generate. I'll move the camera again for now. Well, I will say, though, without me doing Armok Vision and the keyboard, I know a bunch of people like the keyboard, but it's a lot easier to keep my head out of the way if I'm not also throwing keyboards and shit down. Okay, so you guys know me. I'm always bouncing off one idea or another. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. They don't always all make sense. An idea I have, and I see this a lot, admittedly, for people who are running streams where they like emulate older games that run a natural 4x3 or something like that, is they get their head off, like they have a square that is the game, and then they get the important information to the side. I was kind of already doing that, but not really. Because it wasn't a square, I was stretching out the game, and some parts of it looked a bit distorted. So I kind of have half the thought of like reducing what footprint the game has so I can get the things in, but more square. But I've kind of done it before. I don't like that idea. Like, I like the idea, but I don't like the idea. I don't know how to easily do that with Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress, you kind of need all the real estate. It's not just graphical niceties, but it's so hard to get in the keyboard and everything else. And have it do it, but because if you look at this, it's just so easy to have everything there. And I got my camera to be a bit smaller. It's a lot easier when I'm not green screening, oddly enough. I don't know why. It just looks better when you're not green screening. Hellfire Skyrim with the host. Thank you for the host, buddy. Are we still... No, we're at 252. I just don't see it blinking anymore. That's a lot of world we could be living in. What did I search for? Low rain. Yes, Fluxstone. Yes, river. Yes, metal. Yes, deep metal. I guess I searched for generic nonsense. That's what I get. Okay, fine. We'll do generic nonsense. Now here's the question though. If I'm doing a dome, I got to get everything correct, if that makes sense. I got to get everything looking nice. Browse results. All right, where are we? There we are. Now, I've done something that was on the coast before, so that's not a new thing for me to do. I need, like, if I do this, I want to see a gray by a blue. Like that one in the upper right corner, but I suspect this blue path here is the river. Yep. So, like this doesn't necessarily have an easy river path. It does. I didn't think about it going right through the corner. I need like a massive honking cliff. By the mountains is going to be my best bet for this too. If I can find one. See, no, that's just mostly flat. I need this. There's a bunch of zeros. It's likely to be where the river is going through. But see, now I'm leaving the mountainous terrain. See those zeros right through the middle? I'm willing to bet that's the river. That does not help me. Wait. That does help me. That river is rated as high. The extreme cliff next to it is rated as low. That's not that big of an area. If I bring us back to the normal 4x4, that's decent. We have the river up there. Hold on. If I do that, I could get my cliff. I could get my river. The problem is that thing has like 2 Z levels or 2, like over half the map is cliff. So I need to channel out a ton of it for this to work. Or where is the river? I was about to say I could go to the other side, but no, I couldn't. And it is naturally green. This might be what we're looking for, guys. Hot temperature, woodland, moderate, wilderness. It's a brook, but I don't care. I mean, it's a pain to fish from, but... Or not fish from, fish to use, but if I'm not using it in that way, who cares? We are nearby enemy vampires and enemy goblins. So we can get our evil on, too, while we're at it. Do we wish to become the Town of Voice or the Washed Treaties? Let me get this to... Ooh, vampires. Yeah. Vampires is a bit of an unusual thing. I'm gonna have to go with this, unfortunately. I actually thought, what is... Up 1 square is not. Up and 1. No, it's gonna have to be here. This is gonna have to be my attempt. We'll do a full 4x4. We'll just have to try for this. Deep metals, shadow metals, flux stone, different biomes. Soil, tropical freshwater marsh. Okay. Makes sense to me. Can enemy vampires infect dwarves? I don't know. But are there zombie necks? No. Screw the effing zombie necks. That shit sucked. The everlasting continent. Alright, we'll go for here. Where am I on the big map? I don't know where this is compared to this. Like, I don't know which one of these civs is closer. I think I'm to the left. So that's the closer civ. We'll embark here. Empty profile, do it yourself. 3 doors, 1 axe. If I remember correctly, last time we did this, though, like, there wasn't a whole lot of anything else. So, I'll do just play now. Because I still don't know all the skills and stuff myself. You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes in the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek is finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Amast Okol. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook. Provide for your dwarves. You're expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings, ere the secret adders get hungry. A new chapter of Dwarven history begins here at this place. Lunosland, CloudyWound. Strike the earth. Alright, CloudyWound. So begins CloudyWound. Now I'm worried about hitting it again because I clicked it. Yeah, okay. It's loading. I just feel like it would be nice to tell the dwarves to go over there and get some of that nice vampirism. Yo, I'd be fine with vampirism. I don't know, do they die in the sunlight? I'd be fine with vampirism. If you have vampirism, are you immune to lycanthropy? Yo, if vampirism makes you immune to lycanthropy, I'm about to have like a chickenpox party. Everyone rub up against the vampire. Gotta keep an eye on him though, don't let him get too friendly. Cloudy looking wound is probably infected. No, a cloudy looking wound is probably beautiful. Beautiful and perfect for making an aquarium. All right, now let's see how well I was right in this. 1, it already has a waterfall. So that's something. Wait, a brook with a waterfall? How are you a brook with a waterfall? How does that work? I guess effectively. I don't think I've ever seen a brook with a waterfall. I suppose it would make, but like, my thing is you can walk on a brook, right? That's the defining feature of a brook, is it's so shallow, you can walk on it even though the water's 7 deep. So ground poops water, water hits ground, ground eats water again? You dare question? Yo, straight up, hold on. First of all, I'm saving this. Why is it not letting me pull a save? It's Control-Alt-S. It's because I was in a different thing. We're going to save this real quick. And then, I'm going to go copy that file. I'm going to back that file up. I don't even know what the hell the rest of the map looks like. That right there is already the most perfect, like, safest waterfall I've ever seen. By the way, what is the rest of... Oh, look at it. It's so beautiful. It just goes down, like, really, like... It made it look like it was 2 things over, but no, that just goes down, like, relatively fast. Look at all of that area. Oh, my God. Yes. Yes. Good. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on while I back up that file. That sweet, delicious file. Data. Save. I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm sorry. Create a new folder on the desktop called Backup. Grab these 2 things. Copy them into backup. I mean, like, I want, like, a super backup. Super backup. All right, and because I accidentally minimized everything earlier, let me bring OBS, chatbot, Dwarf Fortress. That. All right. Put you in the upper right. Put you down here. Turn on. One of the things I don't have right now, Stream Deck is not working. So, bear with me. It'll take me a few clicks to turn on and off the thing for doing, therapist. All right. Now, somebody typed in a number earlier. Dark Ocelot got dwarf number 10. So 7, 8, 9, 10. This will be dark. I should sort it by nickname. 7, 8, 9, 10. This one will be Dark Ocelot. Gotta spin your guns. All right, let's get Dark Ocelot in there. All right, now I will turn on the script. First come, first serve. We have 6 more slots. Back that thing up. Gotta back that thing up. I'm just trying to think of a not cringy way to be like, baby, map got cliffs. Just sounds cringy as hell. Hold on. This one door is shut and the AC. It just dawned on me that I've now got the most power consuming computer in my entire apartment in a room, and I shut the door. Of course it's going to get a bit warm. Hopefully, all right. I just wanted to see how much you could hear the AC in the background. By the way, did when you guys got dwarved, I don't think I heard it. Did that make the dwarving noise? Eldritch got 4. 2, 3, 4. Like I said, I transferred things over, so not everything will be working perfectly so far. 5, 6, 7 for Corbob. And I'll give you your descriptions in a second. Hellfire Skyrim got 15, 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hellfire Skyrim. All right. Is there any number I missed? Because I didn't hear. No, it didn't make the noise. Well, that's a bummer. It makes the noise. I've got it set up. It should have been able to pull the noise correctly. I don't know why it's not pulling the noise. I can work on that though. Somebody try to find some way to get my attention if something happens. All right, we got them in. So, before we continue on, Corbob, you're our miner for now. You're gonna become a mine king. Congratulations. Oh, this doesn't use the squares. It's back to the numbers. I have to change that. Dark Ocelot, you are our survivalist. You butch, you tan, you leatherwork, and you clean the fish. Which means at the beginning you're gonna be a fish butcher, but I'll probably switch you over to butchery later. You have weaving and clothes making, but I'm never that worried in that. Eldritch, you are our mason, artist, mechanic, and architect. Since an architect tends to be a hauling job, I'm gonna take that away from you. There's not really much point in it. And you are a mason and a mechanic, but what might end up happening is if no one's skilled in artist, I might throw you just in as an artist, because that's the harder skilled level up in my opinion. Hellfire Skyrim, you are a carpentry and a bowyer, which means you are an elf hater. We'll flail. That didn't make the noise. I'm a miner, so I can butcher the elves. All right, clear that. Then remember to click this. I don't even know why. It's just so other things got out of the way. I'm gonna keep my head back in the upper left if I can get it there. Come with me. Come with me on an adventure. There we go. Right below the pause screen. Okay. Before I go on, because routinely I end up forgetting the first group of people's descriptions. So I know I usually don't try to get a bunch of descriptions at once, but I always end up forgetting, and I feel bad. So, is caps lock on? Why can't I zoom to you? First of all, Corbob. Corbob is 71 years old, born on the 22nd of Granite in the year 65. His sideburns are clean shaven, his very long mustache is neatly combed, his very long beard is braided, his hair, I forget that these descriptions always sound the same. His hair is clean shaven, his nose bridge is very convex, his cobalt eyes are slit. He has a broad chin, his teeth are crowded, he has a low voice, small lobed tall ears, and pumpkin hair. His hair is pumpkin. His hair is pumpkin. I get the idea that they mean like red or orange, but his hair is pumpkin gives me the idea that it's orange down here and green up here. His hair is pumpkin. So you are, you're Korbob's pumpkin head. He has a jack-o'-lantern for a head. He's, come on, the headless horseman. His skin is pale chestnut. He is incredibly tough but very quick to tire. Korbob likes hornblende, platinum, hidden shell opal, maple wood, giant shintam mastodon fur, parties. Holy shit, yes! Someone who likes to party! That means he'll actually get decently nice thoughts from everyone partying 24/7. Geese for their formation flying. Dancers of yells for their yelling character. Avocado trees for their fruit and the sight of the bright of sparkling. When possible, he prefers to consume Orrock's cheese, rhubarbs, single-grain wheat beer, escort wool sheep milk, and hemp flour. He absolutely detests oysters. No, his hair's just literal pumpkin. He shaved himself bald, put a pumpkin on it. He has unbreakable will, a great feel for the surrounding space, the ability to focus, and good creativity. But he has poor empathy, a poor memory, very bad analytical abilities, and a poor kinesthetic sense. He personally truly values merrymaking and parties, values independence, and doesn't really see the point of working hard. He dreams of creating a great work of art someday. Alright, that was Korbob. Hellfire Skyrim. By the way, does anyone have relationships? Hold on. I forgot Korbob might have a deity. My bad. Korbob does have a deity, by the way. You're friends with everyone, go figure. Korbob believes in Ninur. Ninur is the deity of the town of Voice. Ninur most often takes the form of a male engineer's guild dwarf. And is associated with fortresses. Well, that makes sense. Next up is Hellfire Skyrim. Hellfire Skyrim, you believe in Isden, who is a deity of the town of Voice, who most often takes the form of a female engineer's guild dwarf and is associated with inspiration. Hellfire Skyrim is 53 years old, born on the 10th of Galena in the year 83. She is broad yet weak. Her very long hair is neatly combed. Her slightly thin iris copper eyes are narrow. She has nearly fused lobe tall ears that are extremely narrow. She has a low voice. Her eyebrows are quite dense, her head is somewhat narrow, her hair is pumpkin as well, and her skin is pale chestnut. She is quick to heal, but very, very weak. Hellfire Skyrim likes porcelain, fine pewter, clean zircon, blood wolf bone, hemp paper, the color mahogany, slabs, reindeer for their large herds, the words of the Queen of Songs, the sound of the silk of luxuries, and the sight of the fancy bewilderment. When possible, she prefers to consume giant lion tamarin, cave crab, chicory, tuber beer, ditchhoof cow milk, and strawberries. She absolutely detests cave spiders. She has a lot of willpower, a great feel for the surrounding space, and good intellect, but she has meager kinesthetic sense and very bad intuition. I apologize. Remember, I did wake up recently. I think I still got the sleepy frogs. She lives in no, we don't do that description. She personally feels that introspection and all forms of self-examination are the keys to a good life and worthy of respect. She believes that self-mastery and denial of impulses are of the highest ideals. She greatly respects the shrewd and guileful, disdains the law, and sees working hard as a foolish waste of time. She dreams of mastering a skill someday. Eldritch. You believe in Kadol, who most often takes the form of a female farmer's guild dwarf and associated with wealth. Who is this Eldritch? Eldritch is 77 years old, born on the 8th of Timber in the year 59. His sideburns are clean shaven. His very long mustache is arranged in double braids. His very long beard is arranged in double braids. His hair is clean shaven. His jade eyes are narrow. He has a low voice. His somewhat tall ears have small lobes. His hair is pumpkin. What is with everyone having pumpkin hair? This man's clean shaven. His skin is pale chestnut. How does he have pumpkin hair? He is weak and quite susceptible to disease. Eldritch likes porcelain brass, leaven opal, orange wood, elk bone, amulets, animal traps, giant contingent fell crabs for the contingents, the words of the scholar of books, and the sight of the fancy bewilderment. When possible, he prefers to consume aged whipped wine, barley, flour, and watermelons. He absolutely detests crayfish. He has great creativity and iron will, but poor memory. He personally values artwork and doesn't really see the point of working hard. Lazy dwarf. Eldritch, did I say you were going to be an artist? I legit think you're going to end up being an artist because that's what your guy likes. He dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. So you want to create a masterwork masonry, but you really like being an artist. Why don't you make up your mind? Alright, last but not least, Dark Ocelot, who believes in Shigos or Ursim. Shigos, the drink of glaciers, is a deity of the town of Voice. Shigos most often takes the form of a female dwarf and is associated with lakes, rivers, and fish. Dark Ocelot is 76 years old, born on the 19th of Opal in the year 60. He is very fat, his sideburns are clean shaven, his very long mustache is arranged in double braids, his long beard is neatly combed. His medium-length hair is neatly combed, his tall, small-lobed ears I already see the word pumpkin, are very flattened. He has a low voice, his thin Irish jade eyes are narrow, his hair is pumpkin, his skin is pale chestnut. He is incredibly tough and strong, but he is very slow to heal. Dark Ocelot likes basalt, nickel, peridot, swamps, rings, goblets, tunnel tarantulas for their intelligence, and frost sabers for their coloring. When possible, he prefers to consume oyster and dwarven cider, absolutely detests bats. He has great analytical abilities and a great affinity for language, but he has a shortage of patience, meager creativity, poor empathy, bad intuition, and quite poor focus. Holy hell, that's a lot of butts. He personally sees introspection as important, does not care about fairness, and doesn't particularly care about craftsdwarfship. He dreams of raising a family someday. Everyone keep an eye on Dark Ocelot. I think he's a red-headed stepchild in the group of pumpkin-haired dwarves. Alright, so I need to get underground quickly. If I try to get underground over here, it's going to take a while, because they have to keep moving everything down there. But if I try to get underground over here, then we just have a working base. Working base isn't so bad. Cut down some trees. And then get ready to go in DH. Let's bring this down this size. Channel all that. And then what I'll use is that path down there is the entry to the base. Also, we should zoom in a bit. Oh, there's another one. Oh, you've already been selected. Just get out of the way. Alright, DZ. I want to trim all of this. And then we'll dig into that as the base. Now, build workshop. I already know I'm going to want the wood cutter thingy, which I always forget what it's called. Wood splitting block, capital I. Just put this bad boy here, next to that, and then below that we'll have the woodcrafter shop. I need to make the planks first. Fine. Fine and dandy. I'm not going to argue that. That way they can get in, and the doors can start getting ready over here. This is just a workshop. I'm not needing to get things too circular or anything like that. Like, nothing fancy. So we'll eat at this. I am already upstairs getting ready to turn things into the furniture to get people inside. Add new task, split wood into planks on repeat. By the way, I should get the wood stored over here closer to this man. We already have the dwarves available anyways, might as well. Create a pin pasture right here so we can get the horse and water buffalo to not die. And then once he's done cutting trees, the same dwarf will be turning them into the planks. So I will create a bar block stockpile right here. And this bar block will only, just in the off chance I get something else, will only allow blocks of wood. That way it can all get sorted around each other. All right, he's digging out pretty effectively, actually. I could technically already have a trade depot. That's what that one thing was, because I know I'm not going to be able to get what I need done before a trade depot shows up. But, all right, build workshop Alt-W. Durian wood planks. Now, that is a good question. If I go and look at wood, they're not called wood, they're called logs. I always forget this. All right, let me just do a search for log. So, I don't know what I have. It should have been bringing everything together as one wood. But I guess something somewhere I have is putting in more plants, because these are all trees I've never heard of. Citron woods. Does that mean there are lemons on this map? Oh, hold on. Thought. Prospect. Let's take a look at what's on the map, everyone. So on this map, at least what we can already see, we can already see iron, and we said there should be a flexstone layer, so there's flexstone here somewhere. I don't remember seeing that. There might not be flexstone here. It was the whole map somewhere had. I might have built wrong. Oh well, we'll find a way. I think that's just because it has to say magma. There is diorite, granite, hematite. There's native gold that's already visible. Tetrahedrite. I don't see anything of the mountains for gems. Cobaltite. I love cobaltite. Shrubs. What are we going to be doing for our wine? I see rope reed. That's good. Horned melon. Think we can get something out of horned melon or passion fruit? Let's get a wine out of passion fruit. Citron tree. Does that mean lemon? Is that a lemon tree or is that a separate thing? Is that a separate tree entirely? All right. Now that somebody is making those, bed 2, 3, 4, 5. And then where's table? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way we can start going under. Oh god, he got under here fast. Alright. Food goes back here for now. Furniture can go here. Finished goods can go here. Let's see what that gets us. Now, I was going to need another storage area for this thing anyways. So why don't I build it here? That one doesn't need to be 3, really, but the thing behind it's 3, so it'd be easier. I actually thought, instead of putting it like that, why don't I put it down here so I can fit more in? I mean, that is a sizable storage for the trade good area. And they're already bringing the things down. What I want, build... build, restraint. That's a V, right? Pigtail rope, and then I'm gonna do another restraint. Well, it worked that time. Kind of scared me. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna put that one over here this time. Who was it? Was it TikToks? Nowhere else. Yo, I hope not. TikToks, you got dwarf number 3. You are our wood crafter, stone crafter. You're our crafter. I don't know which one you're going to get specialized in later, but you're our crafter. TikTok's got you in. Also, welcome to stream, TikToks. How's your week been, TikToks? Have you been doing better? Have you decided that not dying is preferable to dying? Or should I say, has your brain decided that not dying is preferable to dying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Much Harry Potter. Oh, that's right. You're at the Harry Potter camp. How is that going? I'm going to set it as a dormitory for now, but I know I'm going to get more beds and make them be individual. In general, better. Well, that's good. Getting out and about's good for you. An actual thing that I read semi-recently that tends to happen around Cyrillac. Did you not get dwarfed earlier? You can actually have cognitive slowdown in areas of high carbon dioxide. I'll read you two's descriptions in a bit. You can actually get cognitive slowdown, rather as if you were impaired by alcohol or anything like that, if the ratio of carbon dioxide starts going up a bit. So turns that basically means there is something to the, get some fresh air that I always heard about when I was a kid. But yeah, no, I think the scientists who were doing the study basically pointed out that because of this, you can actually quantify like an IQ drop off of people that live in the cities. Sign animal. Oh, by the way, we have nothing but female animals. Good. Thank you, game. Thank you for doing clearly what I wanted you to do. You're not a jackass. Where is this wagon coming up? If I remove this... I know what I'm doing. If I channel this down and channel that down, then what happens is there's a one wide path around here. I can get rid of those, and the wagon has to come up here. So that path will always be covered. Oh, I love it. I love my plans. I love my plans. Do the happy plan dance. Do the happy plan dance. Do the noodle dance. I hated that show. I don't remember what that show is, and I've mentioned this a couple times, I know. But there's a stupid child show that I don't think is on the air anymore. And there were 2 kids and a baby. Fine. They do the noodle dance to think of, like, the idea of how to solve their problem. And the 2 kids point at their head, because that's their noodle. And the baby points at its butt. And that's funny for kids, I guess. But really, that implies to me that something is wrong with that child and its brain is in its butt. We're already getting gems? Hold on, what are we in? Shale Jet? Okay. Wasn't really expecting all that, not gonna lie. Now, trying to think of how I bring this up for the other thing. If I channel this down, then I don't necessarily have to worry about these. So I'm going to leave those alone for now. We already have stones, that's something. That is not a chair, that is a bed. We rich boys. I think the world will explode first. That would make people bright for sure. Was it Dwarf Fortress where you kept not getting turkey of the right gender? I mean, I routinely get things not of the right gender. It would be safe to say that that has happened at least at some point in Dwarf Fortress, yes. All right, 2 more beds. Bed. So everyone can have an individual bedroom, and we've already kind of technically got everyone below ground. What is still up here, though? Weapons and cloth. Okay. So I had a finished good pile over here that I'm going to get rid of. And I'm going to move the finished good pile down here. Then I'm going to put the cloth thread up here. And the weapon pile up here as well. That should get everything inside. Now, I want to trim that out. Just because I do. And then if this is the path up for the wagons, right? I want to channel all of this out of the way so that that is the smooth path that the wagons take. And then I'll trim that out. This isn't necessary because I will be eating at this. And then maybe I'll get something over there. I don't know. Alright, he's been building on those. I need to get, no matter how I do this, I'm going to need to get a Fisher thing set up. So I might as well set one up over there. If I were to keep it attached as part of this base. Alright, that needs to get fixed now. Hold on. I hit shift a lot in this game. I can't be dealing with sticky keys. Which one of these is... Okay, no sticky keys. Don't turn it on, don't turn it off. Never, ever mention sticky keys to me again. New computer growing pains. Alright, if I use that, then that will come in... Actually, yeah, that's a pretty decent area. Upstairs. No. I want to do downstairs there. Upstairs there. Build construction floor. And planks. I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit annoyed at the fact that it's all the wood isn't just generic wood again. That was really useful before, I felt. Do I want wall there or... I mean, it didn't cross it no matter what. One was always good enough for me, but I like the old style of two. If I did it there, we'd have two. If I did it there, I'd have the 1, 2. Yeah, I'll do it here. Alright, let them build that. Build construction floor. Oh, wait, no, I have a thought. I always make this look goofy at the end. So why don't I just use enough planks to not make it look goofy? I just make it be one big honking square. And order the wood now, because I already know I'm gonna have to get up on it later. And a ramp solves this issue. A ramp here. There we go. Solved. Uh-oh, what happened? Anti-ADHD.reg file import every time I reinstall. So is he timed out right now, or is he not? Because I always screw this up when I try to fix it in this program. Sticky keys used for people with problems or disabilities make. I still don't understand the point of sticky keys. For 10 minutes. Dear Lord. But I didn't clear out what he said. That's what's throwing me off. Why can't I read what he said? Alright, if I say ban, and then unban. Nope. Damn it. Fuck. Hold on. Let me fix you. I don't know why, but I can never get that to work correctly in the chat bot. There's like something I need to do. I have to click ban to unban or something in the chat bot, but I can never figure it out. I can never get that to work correctly. Oh my god, don't talk to me. How do I see who's in chat in my chat? It's not showing me my people. I'm in Twitch, but it's not showing me the little square that lets me look at my list of people. Did they move that? No, I don't want to be in oh, God. Fuck. What is it? Slash unban Corebob? Slash untime out Corebob? All right, there we go. You should be good. Why do we suspend part of the floor? I'm sorry. There's a way to do that. I don't know. I don't know what that way is. You didn't make the noise you should have, though. Everything. Corbob lives. He will live again. Build construction floor, not floor, wall. How many planks do we have? Apparently enough. Alright. Does that leave you with anything? Nope. Alright. We have removed the wagon. He is still digging down so we can access that fishing hut. I believe I've made 2 extra beds in the meantime. So once they're installed, I can... Or actually, I don't even need them to be installed. Where is... Resize. Not a dormitory. Make a bed. So, assign to Searlac. Make a bed. Size so. Assign to Corbob. Make a bed. Size so. Melbush. And once those other 2 get in, everyone will have individual beds. So we're already set up for this to be decent. Now, this is a meeting area, though not necessarily yet a tavern. I can work on that in a bit. PF. If I say this food stockpile only allows drinks. And takes from that stockpile. That should be my booze stockpile. By the way, how are my drinks? The things I must do before I can do the... Why? What? Why? You jackass. Alright, can you do grates down here? I need 2 grates. 1, 2. Good. Now I don't have to worry about walling this off because they can access the inside. Any more planks? Plenty more planks. Build workshop fishery. Make you out of a plank. PF. I don't think anyone can come up through there, so the grate really shouldn't be required, but I'm still going to put a grate there. Why risk it and then be wrong? Know what I'm saying? Why risk it? This food should not allow unprepared fish. They're bringing the drinks in there, as they should. Do I have any containers? I do already have containers. Why do I have 5 pigtail bags? Can bags... Hold on. I never actually test this. Can bags just hold mugs? Like, I always freak out and try to do it so that I don't have bags in there. But can bags just hold damn mugs? Can this make mugs? I think it can. We've been over this. Jug. I don't want a jug. I want... Do I want a jug? What is a jug? Barrel, bed, bin, coffin door, flask, hive, jug. Large pot for storage. I know I want to make a bunch of those. 5. I don't think you make mugs. Unless that's what a jug is. No, it'd just be called a cup. Whatever, I can ignore that for now. The contents of my registry file disable sticky keys and all those other accessibility, and when the arrow shake feature that triggers when I shake a window out of boredom. The only registry key thing I have, or that I ran, especially on this one, is I turned off Cortana. I really hate Cortana. Like, it is not useful in the least. I don't know what Cortana is for. Because you type in something like, I need this to be done, and Cortana is always looking at the internet. And you're like, no, I'm looking for a file on my computer. If I wanted to look on the internet, I would load up the internet. Jackass. I hate Cortana. Cortana never does what I want her to do, and it pisses me off.